everybody. Welcome to Wingman's Hangar, episode 77. I am Eric Wingman Peterson.
I'm Rob Snot Irving.
Yeah, he's a little stuffed
Allergy
up.
boy.
Designopotamus is stuffed
Plus
up.
your cold, I'm sure gets stacked on there somewhere.
You know, my cold's, oh, you mean you think you got
I think I
allergies and a
picked it
cold?
up, yeah, and they do not stack nicely.
That sucks. I mean, every time I get a cold, my wife has hot wing, for those of you out there. She has allergies. She's allergic to like air. And every time I get a cold, she's like,
That's bad.
She's going, oh, you must have allergies now. I go, why are you so desperate for me to have allergies? It's a cold.
Those of us who go through the misery of allergies
Yeah.
every time the season comes around,
yeah.
no one understands our suffering until they too are
it's bad.
suffering.
The longer you stay in Austin, apparently, the more likely you are to.
It's deadly. It's Cedar's fault.
Anyway,
Blame
this
Cedar.
is not a show about snot.
No, it's not.
This is a show about Descent Underground and the making of.
Oh.
Everything about it.
I wondered what we were
Yeah,
here
yeah.
for.
Well, you know, first of all, I want to thank all our backers. Check it out. We got some new backers here that come in, and these are the folks who've just come through our website. There are a bunch more that come on Steam as well every week. Thank you guys very much for joining. I hope you enjoy the adventure.
Welcome to the man.
Welcome to the man. So what are we doing this week? We have the week in review. We're working on the training mission.
Yeah.
That's been your personal hell right now, right?
Oh yeah, so much fun.
The not so frag cannon is being fixed.
We fiddled with it a little bit. It's going to go in the proving grounds. We're going to see how it feels.
We had a design meeting about it
It
yesterday.
should be, yes. That's the last thing on this list.
Right.
We should have lumped those together. I always mentioned
You know,
but yeah.
there's a list. There's no list.
Yes.
It's white paper. We also finally, oh my God, 4.13, day 24 of the 4.13 hostage crisis. We finally gotten through 4.13 integration. Unreal, we needed to upgrade to 4.13 because it allows us to do movies. So we're gonna be doing like meet the ship, meet the whatever, lots of things in the game. We could play movies always for PC and Mac. The Linux wouldn't support it, so now it does.
Now it does.
Now it does. And
We beat 4.13.
we beat 4.13.
Got a couple of little fiddly bits still.
Yep.
By the time this airs,
That's right. Oh, it'll for sure. And then we've already beaten it. But Halloween, we're putting some special touches in the game for Halloween.
special fun stuff.
So for those of you out there who are interested in some seasonal changes in the game, those are coming.
Seasonal changes.
Yeah, Linus I know is very excited for the Great Pumpkin. That's all I'm going to say about that. And in fact, rather than us telling you what's going on, why don't we go to the studio snapshot?
This is the new HUD. It's got a radar. It's got a redesigned look. It's also in 3D. Got more meters. You can see we now have a proper meter for the afterburner. We have segmented meters.
Always fun to see some of that cool stuff we've got going on across the studio. And because we're dispersed, you know, we get to see some of that stuff as well with you guys, which is kind of fun. We use an artboard called Trello where we get to see as we're going, but a lot of the stuff that, you know, goes on during the week, it's, you know, artists working artists and designers working designers and programmers doing their thing. We're also working on UI gaze input, so you're finally going to be able to...
You can scroll in the menus when you're
Using
using
your
VR.
eyes.
Yeah, so we're getting some improvements there. There's some new stuff that's going to really improve that experience, especially in the menu section.
And we're working on the Inferno.
The Inferno coming soon.
Yep.
And the Hunterbot.
And the Hunterbot. The Inferno is kind of like the Torch, very much like the Torch, only it's not the Torch.
It's not.
It's not. How many times can we get that word in there?
I don't know. I'm
we can make
working
this
on
a
it.
snot drinking game.
We're totally. Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna be passed out already, so we didn't even have to finish the show. I'm out of here.
Yeah. As we said earlier, we had an underground meeting, and we can kind of take Michael pull this up here. You can see we kind of broadcast live what's going on. We talked to you guys about what the challenges we have in the game right now. How did the quality of life pass go? What did you guys think of the changes we made? What other changes do you want to see in the game? So we try to do these things with folks at least once a month. If you want to be in the underground, join the underground. You can be involved in the development of the game. We really want you in the pool with us making the game. So join the underground.
And that's where the new frag that we're trying out came from.
Right.
And
right.
you know, your suggestions, and you get to test it first when it goes to proving grounds.
Right, that's
so
true.
There you go.
And they get to test single player too, which is coming very soon.
And training mission.
Training mission.
Corporate war.
Oh, Corporate War. We also have T-shirts and more. We've come out with T-shirts on Amazon, so if you want to come check it out. And I think we're on some place called, what's it called, Keith? Spreadshirt. I don't know what that means, but it sounds cool. I think you can take logos and stuff and make your own versions or hats, mugs, all this other kind of stuff. Is that correct?
Yes, more freedom on Spreadshirt.
More freedom on Spreadshirt. The
That sounds
ominous
suspiciously
voice in the
like a
background.
logo.
Right.
Like a
So go check it
tagline.
out. We'll go look on our site. We'll put a post up about Spreadshirt, and I think it's already there. So go check it out if you want to make your own hats, logos, keychains, stuff like that. Please do.
Kleenexes.
Yeah, let's take a look at our Steam review of the week. All right, I love that little thing there. This is Steam review of the week. It's from Wheatkings. He says, when I first watched the video promoting the game, I got that great feeling of nostalgia seeing the original footage. I admit that I was worried that someone was trying to remake something that had been so great. To my surprise, I was not disappointed. I put in a few hours in this game, and I feel very comfortable in the direction that the dev team is taking. This is bringing the true game back and updating it to 2016 standards. I've been able to interact with members of the dev team and their Discord channel, and they were very helpful answering questions they were allowed to, and really put any fears at ease. They're a great bunch of people. I can't wait for updates to come out. I'm really looking forward to the full release. Wow. Thank you, Wheatkings. That's this week's Steam review of the week. Right on. And Rob, guess what time it is?
What time is it?
It's time for forum feedback.
All right, there you go. From Charlie Brown Owl on Aussie. Will the single-player storyline mission mode support split-screen co-op on the same personal computer?
Wow.
No.
No. No. Sorry?
Nope.
But, no. See, that would stress out the engine so much to try to render everything twice. Plus, 2 guys, 1 keyboard?
Yeah, true. And you know the thing, I think what he's in Australia and his connection. We're going to get a server closer to you, so you won't have to worry about that, Charlie.
Google just announced
Dude,
that they're going to put Australian servers.
Aussie servers. So we'll be able to be all over, a lot closer to people. So we'll probably pick and choose
everywhere
locations based upon like how many people have purchased or own the game in that area. So Aussie. So no, but yes, we'll make your life better.
No, but yes.
From Storm Pruder. I got it right this week. Not Storm Pruder. Oh, and he's also Exegesis on Steam. Is there a way to set the throttle on a HOTAS to 0 to 100% instead of negative 100 to 100%?
The short answer is probably.
We need to throw a Pixley at it.
We need to throw a Pixley at it, I think.
Yes, we're throwing a Pixley at it.
It's just so much fun when you can throw a Pixley at things.
It is fun. So we're looking at that though,
We
right?
can build a catapult so we can throw Pixleys at everything.
Yeah, we Pixley over the. I'm not dead yet. I'm getting better. For those of you Monty Python fans, you'll know what I mean there. So we're looking into that. That's a great idea.
It's on our. That's been on our radar for quite a while. It's just order priorities.
Right. And besides, we think going negative 100% is great fun.
Well, I mean, you got to be able to back up. But these are for people who want to map reverse on a
No,
different
absolutely, I get it.
axis.
100%.
So,
100%. The HOTAS is power user. From Pudlas, an undergrounder.
Pudlas? I don't think
knows.
that's how it's pronounced.
Puddles.
It's not.
Picture question. Picture question. It says leaderboards. Why you no fix?
Why you no fix? Sad face.
Oh well, okay. So we have the leaderboards ready to be fixed. We're
Ready to be fixed.
Ready to be fixed. All the hooks are in. But what we need to do is the guy who runs our leaderboards and our AI or our API is a part-timer for us, and he's got another job, and so he's been busy.
He's been kind of crunching on a major
project.
So.
However, he's finished with that other gig now, and he should be moving back across, and that's one of his first things he's going to do, along with getting onto GOG and Oculus Rift and a few other things. So it's one of the negatives of being a super small team.
Sometimes you have holes.
You do have holes, but so we will fix.
Why you no fix?
We will fix, and we will reset it all too.
Sad face.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
From Nolitz, Gnolitz. Oh, we don't want to ask this question.
Yes, we do.
What is Wingman's rate? What is Wingman's weight in Robs?
In Robs.
In Robs. Well, currently, Wingman is about 1.5 Robs. Right?
My guess was 3, but hey.
No, you brutal man. That's not funny.
I actually weigh a couple extra pounds from the allergies this week.
Yeah. So about 1.5 Robs, we think. From In Spades. What factors go into whether or not you are detected by radar? Type of ship, afterburning, shooting, proximity to you?
Yes.
Yeah, well, all those.
The answer is yes.
Well, it's
That's kind of work in
Well,
progress.
first is proximity.
Proximity is right now the major thing, and
Right.
then when the Predator get their special stuff going, that
yeah,
will
the proximity. It's going to have every ship will have a variety maybe of radars ranges.
yeah, different ranges.
Predators being the largest, and then the Predator's going to have a sensor that drops down, which will broadcast to its entire. It'll snot one down. It'll broadcast one to. It'll broadcast to all to its team.
Why am I suddenly reminded of Airplane? Check the radar range.
Check the radar range. Oh, from Jungle Gym 2001.
That's a good name.
Will we be able to romance crew members in the single-player campaign?
Hell no.
Well, really? We're not gonna let them romance? What
No,
about a
no,
little bromance?
hell-
What about a little
hell
bromance? No, we're not gonna.
I got the veto stamp ready if anyone
We-
tries to even sneak a little of that in there.
Yeah. We're not. There's no bromance in there.
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Woohoo! Oh, and Jittress show. Okay, so many of you guys know we're gonna have a Jittress update. Jittress was in the hospital. One of our community members. He had a pretty bad episode out there, and he's actually I spoke to him through Facebook, and it's getting better. He's got a little road to go, but he should be back making videos for us pretty soon. So good job. We want to get Jittress back up, and if anybody else wants to send a video in, we'll create. We'll let you. You can be the temporary Jittress.
It doesn't have to be the
No, it
Jittress
doesn't
show.
have to
If
be the
other
Jittress
people
show.
want to
Right.
contribute,
Right.
we're waiting. Come on.
Speaking of awesome people like yourselves on the forums, it's time for the most valuable post.
Take it away, Keith.
Welcome to Most Valuable Post, where we recognize a member of our community who's made a positive contribution to Descent Underground. This week, we honor somebody who found a UI glitch that we're looking into. They've also done a whole lot of stuff on our Facebook. So, congratulations, Vove. You made this week's Most Valuable Post.
Cool way to go, Vove, for winning MVP.
Congrats.
Yep. Oh, hey, did I send you that history show from the future, Rob? Yeah.
What?
My son Winglet somehow set the date forward on my TV, and now I'm getting Netflix stuff from the future.
Check it out.
The 22nd century was a time of great upheaval. Climate change and famine led to mass migrations and to wars between the nations of the day. Governments fell, new ones arose, and many of them fell in turn. What a hopeful change it must have seemed when, near the turn of the 23rd century, the leading nations of the day began to send manned ships to seek out new homes for humankind. Like night into day, the dawning of a new age, the age of the great starships. For nearly 2 decades, a relative peace ruled over our little terra aqueous globe. Tools of destruction became instruments for the construction of gigantic vessels powered by Alcubierre warp cores, then a new and exciting technology. South Asia, then East Asia, and finally the West launched daring missions with their tiny crews on the longest journeys ever attempted by human beings. Enormous by the standards of the day, the largest of them was scarcely 1/10 the mass of a modern compound harvester, yet it was a time of hope for a desperate world. But it did not last. And why? Were the costs too high, as some said? Perhaps it was because the projects produced little of day-to-day, bread-on-the-table value beyond the jobs created by their construction. Whatever the reason, the nations involved, one by one, descended into despair, and then disarray. Soon, war, that seemingly constant companion of human governments, came back into vogue. As the philosopher Robert Barron once wrote, it was as if the masses, despairing of ever enjoying their own time in the sun, sought to plunge the whole world into darkness. But an ember lingered on in the endless dark, that new world ocean between the stars. Records from the time tell us that many held fast to the hope that one or more of the great starships would return, reminding us that we are not simply a nationality or a creed, but that we are human. The last of the great starships was due to return to Earth in 2273. To date, not one has returned.
Love it. Love the last great starship. That's pretty fun. We're trying out new fiction here. We're gonna.
New fiction is great.
We're bringing the
Bad intros to new fiction? Bad.
That was just, well, we were not having a little fun there. Anyway, the point was we're starting to introduce the lore, so give you guys a little hint about what's going on in the future, and look for segments like that. Those are fun for us, and hopefully you guys enjoy them too. By the way, if you are an agent of the underground or you're somebody who makes YouTube videos, let us know. We'll support you and help you build your channel. We'll give you things to give away, maybe hats, maybe a copy of the game or two so you can give to your fans to help grow your channel. All that stuff's available. Just hit us up through the forums and we'll do that. Here are some of the agents in the ground that are streaming our show right now. Check it out. Subscribe to them. Help us spread the word. That's the best, most important thing you can do. Coming up next in Descendent Studios, Proving Grounds build.
Finally!
This may be today.
There's a bunch of stuff in it.
It may be
which
today.
Today is Thursday.
It's Friday.
Not
I'm
usual,
assuming
but
it's Friday.
Today, yes.
I'm assuming that they're watching. Yeah. It may actually have been yesterday, but chances of that are not.
I think
it's probably today.
It's not Thursday. Probably.
Yeah, it'll be cool. So we're gonna have a very short Proving Grounds window for this one because we've been several days. We just have to make sure that when we do the engine upgrade, we don't stop working. We're also working on other stuff like the training mission, engage input, all this stuff. So when we finally get 4.13 working, now we got to make sure all the work we've done over those 3 weeks also works. So it's a bit of a challenge.
It's a rocky road, but we have a lot of things coming to be tested
we're probably done upgrading to the engine.
I think so.
The last two
yeah,
have been engine apocalypse upgrades, so we're not gonna. We're pretty there. So after that will be the production build, and then
it's going to come pretty
Corporate
rapidly.
War.
Corporate War is coming.
Finally.
In there. The training mission's coming in Proving Grounds. We can try out the new frag cannon.
Frag cannon. We got BAM.
Got new BAM.
New
looking
BAM
pretty,
map.
Looking pretty.
It is looking good. It's kind of fun to play. People really enjoyed BAM in the Proving Grounds, so it'd be nice to get that in production.
It's got a
for folks
cool play flow to it.
It does. And the training mission's good too. It's going to help.
No, it's not. I hate it.
Well, because we all know how to play, but for the people that are just joining the game, 6 degrees is daunting, so you need 6 degrees of freedom. So it's really going to help. I think people can try that out and, see what's going on.
The maze is hard.
The maze is flipping too hard.
Although our AI can solve it in under 30 seconds.
There you go. Because the AI is smart. It's Kathera. It's not stupid.
Oh, booger.
Ah, yes. Oh, thank you guys to the Underground members and all the backers and people who support us. And if you made it to the end of the show, you are a hero. Subscribe to our YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch channels. Spread the word, man. Stay tuned right now also for some Let's Play. We're going to play with you guys. Every Friday we play. We keep saying we're going to play a lot more during the week, but we haven't been able to find the time to do that while we're also making the game.
It's weird how that works.
It is. We will see you guys all underground.
This is not a common occurrence. In this case, there were no human casualties. The catastrophe was not the result of individual carelessness, but it could have been. In a situation with human lives at stake, disaster is a potential, and lives are at stake, even your life, wherever toxic propellants are handled.